Welcome to the Diva Details. Welcome to the Diva Details, where bold, confident women embrace life unapologetically. From love and sex to wellness and reinvention, we keep it raw, real, and powerful. No filters, no limits. Just fearless conversations to help you thrive. Let's dive in with Diva Mia.
Well, hello. This is Diva Mia. Today, we're going to talk about something maybe a little bit sensitive to people. It's about how to handle pain. I do believe that as adults, we handle pain in our own way, but nobody really teaches you how to handle it and how to cope when life gets really hard and nobody's coming to save you. They don't tell you that. And this is important, I think, for millennials as well, because I think a lot of times they expect their parents to show up and save them. I think sometimes they expect their parents to be there every step of the way, but eventually nobody's coming to save you. And the sooner you learn that and the sooner you can stand on your own feet, the better. Here's the truth. You don't need saving. What you do need is to remember who you are, because you're powerful and you're an amazing person and you can handle all kinds of situations. Pain is not your punishment. Pain is an invitation to grow into who you should be. I look at pain as power, because when you're going through pain, if you can take that pain and get really clear on what you want, you can use that pain as energy to propel you through anything in life. So today we're going to talk about taking control of your life when you're going through really tough times. Because in life, really tough times come. And you have to learn how to turn that pain into power. Because tough times are there. I will say some people handle pain and tough times and struggles better than others. I really do believe that it's because they've learned how to handle their pain. I'm not saying you're not going to get knocked down. Even the strongest people get knocked down once in a while. However, if you can get back up and use that pain for power, you're going to recover quicker and you're going to be able to succeed far beyond your wildest expectations. Let's talk about pain. If you've gone through divorce or someone you know that you love dearly has passed away, or you could be going through financial stress, health challenges, or all of the above, all at the same time. Sometimes you just get overwhelmed by life. There's just so much to do. Taxes and adulting and doing the bills and handling the children and handling the husband or the ex-husband. It can get overwhelming because there's a lot of stuff going on. But what you need to do is you need to change and refocus your mindset. This episode, we're going to show you how to use it instead of letting it destroy you. Because sometimes pain can make you feel like you're drowning. It will suffocate you. But if you can turn that pain into power, you can grow as a person. I think it's so vital and very important that as people, we grow into our pain. We grow through our lessons. There's sometimes people say, how can you handle? You've been through so much. I really think the more pain I have, the stronger I become. The more pain I've gone through, the more lessons I've garnered. Then when stuff hits me, it doesn't faze me anymore. Some stuff, I can go through financial stress and it doesn't faze me anymore because I've been there, done it so many times. And I've always come out on top because I just keep moving. So let's get something straight. Pain is not the problem. Things that happen to you are not the problem. Avoiding pain is the problem. You're trying to drink it away. You're trying to mask it. You're trying to numb it. Distract yourself from it or even run from it. That's what happens with financial pain. People get into financial difficulty not overnight. It starts typically slowly and they numb it. They distract from it. Over time, they realize, oh my gosh, it's now a mountain instead of a molehill. It's gotten so big that you have to handle it. You were running from the pain all along. You could have handled it when it was smaller. But I think some people, high-level individuals, they take their pain and use it as a source for feedback and direction. And you need to do it earlier on. You can wait until it gets bad. Some people in a relationship, they feel pain. Their spouse comes to them or their girlfriend and they say, I don't like it when you do this. That's a pain notification. If you keep doing it, you're going to have a bigger pain in the future. You have a choice. Do you fix a problem now or do you delay and delay until it gets so big that maybe your spouse leaves or you get a divorce? If your finances are in a shambles, well, when did it start? Did you lose your job? Did you not apply for new jobs? Did you decide not to move forward making that book or selling those homes or whatever you needed to do? The pain didn't happen overnight. Most of the problems in our society is because people are running from pain. They're distracting themselves. They're drinking to numb the pain. But remember, your pain is your feedback. Your pain is your lesson. Every painful experience, you need to start asking yourself, what did I learn from it? I think every painful experience is a huge lesson. And then what do I need to change in me, not in other people? What do I need to change in me in order to make this not happen again? So if you went through a divorce and you're not finding a new partner and you're lonely, what do you need to develop in you to be the person that someone would want to date? Because I always ask people, would you date you? If the answer is no, then why not? Then you can look at yourself objectively and say, well, maybe I need to fix my neediness, or maybe I need to lose some weight, or maybe I need to get an education or fix my finances. If you're not dateable right now, it's because you probably wouldn't even date you. Do you need to learn something new from this pain? Who do you need to become to grow into the person that someone wants to date? Do you love you? If the answer is not yes, and a resounding yes, then let's figure that out why. Or let's figure it out. Because if you don't love you, then you've been letting yourself down. This is happening to you is what you think, but it's actually happening for you. It's trying to teach you something. And this one shift in mindset is going to change your life. Today is a life-changing podcast. Because if you change, why is this happening to me? Why did I get divorced? Why can't I find somebody? Why are my finances? No, stop. What is all of this trying to teach you? Maybe you need to be a better steward of your money. Maybe you need to get a second job. Maybe you need to work on yourself before you start dating. This is a lot of self-reflection. I will say you're going to have to self-reflect quite a bit. Your mindset is the lens through which you experience everything. Your mindset has to be strong. You have to be powerful in your own mind, and controlling your mind is what growth in life is all about. Two people can go through the exact same situation, and one person can say, I hate it, I'm miserable, it's terrible. They become very bitter. They get angry with people, and they are sad, and they reflect, and they are always in the poor me zone. Another person can become better. That person looks at themselves and say, you know what, this happened. But what did I learn from this? How can I grow myself to be better so it doesn't happen again? How can I protect myself in the future from financial loss or from heartbreak? How can I learn from, the fact I didn't get this promotion? How can you be better? The difference is only mindset. Life doesn't happen to you. It responds to how you treat things, how you behave. It responds to you. If you believe that this broke you, you're going to stay broken. I mean, I have said in the past that I was broken, and it was, but I recovered. I rebuilt myself. And now I look at it as it didn't break me, it built me. I'm stronger because of all the pain I've gone through. I'm stronger because of all the life lessons. I don't have fear around challenges. I embrace new things. I embrace new challenges because I know I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to grow from it. This is what I want for you. This is where your success will be born. This is how you grow into the person you truly want to be. Success, just so you know, guys, it's not money. It's not status. It's not titles. It's becoming the best version of you, the best version of yourself who can handle anything. I asked my son the other day, I said, if I came to you and I said, do you think if I gave you a project, you could handle anything I give you? He's like, no. I go, okay, well, this is my job as your parent, to help you learn to give yourself self-love to the point that you know you can handle everything. And you do that by little accomplishments. Let's talk real life because it really is about self-love, feeling you can handle anything, learning that you can handle anything, and just taking on life by the horns because you get to shape your life. It's amazing. You have control of everything that happens to you. Let's talk about real life. When you get divorced, you feel rejected. You feel like a failure. I don't know anybody that doesn't. I mean, unless you're a complete narcissist, you're going to feel rejected. You're going to feel like a failure, especially if maybe the partner cheated on you or whatnot. But what if instead of feeling like rejection full time, I mean, everybody feels it a little bit, but what if you redirect it? What if you figure out that there were some things I didn't like either, but now I have a clear space for a new relationship that's going to align with me, someone that loves me for me, someone that I get to love and I get reciprocal love back. This is a new space for you. If you were in a relationship and someone cheated on you, they weren't treating you well. And I know some people pine for the people that cheated on them for long after they get divorced. And then they self-reflected, but in a bad way. They're like, oh, I must have been too fat, or oh, I was not kind enough, or oh, I didn't provide them enough money. No, when people cheat, it's on them. Just realize that. But you need to clear that space and clear your head and realize that if you can focus on fixing you the way you want to be, the self-love is going to be more powerful than any love you had for that partner. I know it sounds crazy, but you're the only person you're going to be with for your whole life. So you got to learn to love yourself and learn to take your pain and turn it into power. There's no deeper pain than the death of a loved one, someone that's not coming back. But that pain does something powerful. It wakes you up. Some people actually change their whole career around. I was reading about Sarah Michelle Gellar, where she had a death of someone and she completely went in and started focusing on her and her family. Because sometimes it wakes you up. It makes you realize time is limited and every minute is precious. It forces you to live with intention instead of just going through the motions and living like a zombie. Because grief is in love with nowhere to go. It's love with nowhere to go. You turn your pain into purpose. So grief teaches us too, when someone passes, that we need to take every single moment and every single day and make it count. Maybe you'll get more focused on work. Maybe you'll get more focused on your relationships. But grief is power. If you lose a job, sometimes people lose their job and they feel like they lost their entire identity because their job is so rooted in who they are. When it gets ripped away, they don't know what to do. But that job was too small for who you're becoming. You'll find something better. There's so much work out there. There's so many more jobs coming. Maybe it's time for you to create your own job. Maybe you start your own business. Some of the most successful people only became successful after they lost everything because they took those losses, they took the pain and they turned it into power. They lost their family. Somebody died. They lost their job. All kinds of things happened. Instead of saying, poor me, they said, what can I garner for this? How can I turn this into power? And sometimes you're overwhelmed by life. Adulting, a lot of people sometimes get squashed just from paying the bills and all the responsibility and pressure they have to endure. But don't be overwhelmed because it's too much. Just keep moving through it. You're not overwhelmed because you're trying to control everything at once. Think the amount of stuff you have to do. Maybe break your tasks down into 5 or 10 minute tasks. Every big chore into 5 or 10 minute tasks, and then just start working through it. If you can shrink those tasks down, one task at a time, one task every 10 minutes or one task every hour, and just keep stepping towards your big chore of adulting responsibilities, you'll get there. That's how we build momentum. I was talking to my son about it, and I was like, do you know why you don't feel like you can accomplish anything? He didn't know. I go, well, when I give you something to do you do it? He's like, no, I usually put it off. I go, when you give yourself something to do you accomplish it? He said, sometimes, but not usually. I go, well, that's where we got to start. Because if you can't trust yourself, how can anyone else trust you? And when you can't trust yourself, you can't love yourself. And pain will run right over you. So you start by making a commitment to you. Say you want to lose a pound this week and make it happen. Or 2 pounds. Go to the gym. Say you want to go to the gym 5 days this week. Make it happen. Don't back down. Don't say, oh, I'm too tired. No. Check it off your list. Make a list. Write it down. I will say, everybody does things electronically now, but I will say writing my task list down on paper, for me, the satisfaction of crossing things off and getting stuff done is amazing. I still write everything down on paper, and though I'm very much technical, I do enjoy that. So let's get tactical. You don't think your way out of pain. You move through it. I know a lot of people think that they can just override pain, but pain has to be handled and you have to move forward. You have to move forward through it. One of the things you can do is breath work. Your breath controls your nervous system. Breath work is so powerful. And when you inhale, so we're going to do a little exercise. Inhale for 4 seconds, but inhale deeply. Then you're going to hold it for 4 seconds. Then exhale for 6. This will calm anxiety instantly. If you're having a day where you're just overwhelmed and your anxiety is through the roof, inhale 4 seconds, hold, and exhale 6 seconds. Do it 4 or 5 times in a row, and you'll be amazed at how your anxiety goes away. Another thing you can do is yoga and stretching. Our bodies and our mind are linked, guys. So when you calm your body, your mind will calm down too. Yoga and stretching releases stored trauma in the body, and a lot of stuff your body holds and your mind avoids it. When you stretch and you do yoga, it's soothing to your nervous system. It's soothing to your mind. One of the best things I found is walking in nature. I think nature is therapy. It's really underrated. It's like mental therapy. It clears your mind. It can help you get clarity. It can help regulate your emotions, your nervous system, calm you down, and it grounds your energy. If you have the ability to go out and it's warm enough and you can go walk in a forested area, it's a beautiful thing. Walk around water, walk around a river, because it will just soothe you overall. And exercise helps as well. Weightlifting, sometimes if you're really angry, weightlifting, I will say, helps you get some of that anger out. Because pain plus movement equals transformation in our lives, guys. We have to move. We have to get that pain out of us. You literally converting emotional pain into physical strength when you lift weights. Some people don't like to lift weights. They like to go for a run whenever they need to clear the head. It's powerful. Our exercise is powerful. Now, the next thing is when life feels heavy. Don't try to redo your whole life at once. Just win the next 10 minutes. Win the next 10 minutes. Take those next 10 minutes, make your bed. Send that email that needs to get done. Drink some water. Stack your wins will help you build confidence and regain control. It will help you trust yourself again. It will help you get to the point where you love yourself again. And that's the goal, to trust yourself and to love yourself. Because once you trust yourself again and love yourself, then you will have self-confidence. You'll feel worthy and trusting. Once you get to this point, then you can grow your life. I think a lot of people try to skip over this hurdle. They're like, okay, here I am. I went through pain. I'm done. Check it off the list. Now I'm ready to get back out there and date. I got divorced and now I'm ready to find the perfect person. That's not how it works. What you need to do is you get through your divorce, you handle the pain. Sometimes you feel like you're in survival. Once you leave survival stage, you need to go into stability. Stability is where you're just going through the motions, honestly. Stability is where you're getting up every day, you're getting dressed, you're going to the gym, you're working out, you're walking in nature, you're doing your yoga, you're getting to the office on time, you're moving through the motions, but you're not really there yet. And then you get to this level, and then you can figure out what you really want to get to your success level, because success is next. Success is huge because once you get to success, you realize that you are thriving far beyond what you thought was possible. But you can't get there until you have basic self-worth and self-trust. We do that by committing that we will get things done and doing it when we say we're going to do it. If you tell somebody you're going to show up and you show up late every time, they're not going to trust you. If you tell somebody you're going to do something and it never gets done, they're not going to trust you. If you tell yourself you're going to do something and you don't do it, you're not trusting yourself. This is where most people, they were never taught correctly. A lot of parents, they didn't teach us that self-worth is built. I can't give my kids self-worth. You can't give your kids self-worth. They have to build it. And you have to build it by challenges and problems and things that are going to cause them pain. You can't do it for them. You don't get confidence by telling a kid how great they are. Oh, you're so great. You're amazing. You're so smart. That's not how you gain confidence. They gain confidence by accomplishing things, which means they have to overcome challenges. They have to do things. They have to change in ways and learn things they never learned before. You can't wait till you feel ready for it. You just have to dive in and rip the Band-Aid off and go for it. You build confidence by doing what you said you were going to do over and over and over again. It's repetitive. That's how you gain self-love. That's how you get to the point where if somebody comes to you and says, can you get this done? You can say, I'm going to get it done. And you say, I can accomplish anything. Do you respect yourself enough to take on a new challenge? Respect comes from accomplishing previous challenges. Do you trust yourself? Do you follow through when you say you're going to do something? When you commit to your friends to show up on time, do you? When you commit yourself to show up at the gym on time, do you? It's the little things, guys. It's not these big accomplishments that where people succeed. It's the daily little tasks. Every time you say you're going to do something and you don't, you break your own trust. Self-love is self-trust in action. That's what self-love is. The most accomplished people commit to themselves and they accomplish it because they said they were going to do it. This is the ultimate truth. You don't rise to the goals, you rise to your identity. If you identify as someone that's always on time, someone that always accomplishes what they say they're going to do, someone that gets stuff done, someone that has no fear, someone that knows that any challenge that gets thrown at them, they can accomplish, that's an identity. Or you can have identity as, I never get anything done. I'm so sad. I'm a loser. That's not a good, strong identity. You won't hit your goals. So let's set strong goals, but let's make little ones that are accomplishable so we can help grow our identity. You're not a victim. You're only stuck because you think you can accomplish anything you want. You just got to put your mind to it. A survivor is somebody that just copes with day to day. They seem kind of stuck. So a victim is stuck. in their misery. A survivor is just coping, getting through the motions, kind of zombie-like. They're still moving forward, but they're just coping. They're in stability mode. A victim is in survival mode all the time. And a creator is someone that's moving towards success because you're taking control of your life. Create your life. Grow into who you want to be. Be the person that you've always decided that you wanted to be. And decide, who am I going to become because of this? Not, why did this happen to me? Who can I grow into because these bad things happened? Never ask yourself, why did this happen to me? Because that gets you stuck. I think questions that we ask ourselves are some of the most important things. One of the things you can say is, I know this happened, but who can this shape me into being? I got divorced, but who can I become now? I lost my job, but what can I grow into now? What do I really want to do? Can I become extremely successful doing something else? Or do I want to stick in the same field and just find a job I love even more? You have to realize that you are the master of your universe. You can change and shape it the way you want, but you have to feel it. You have to identify with your strong self-love. You have to love yourself more than the pain and the negative energy that's around you. And once you get there, you realize you can accomplish anything. It may not happen perfectly on your timetable, but keep moving forward. Get as close as you can. Sometimes it'll happen faster. Your pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to introduce you to the power that you have within that is so amazing and so strong. And I know it and I feel it. And I need you to start loving yourself, because everything you've gone through, your heartbreak, your setbacks, even the failures you've had, it's building you into the strongest person of you, someone that's wiser, someone more aligned with who you want to be, but only if you choose it to be. So today, let's make a decision. I want you to spend some time getting clarity. Go for a walk and get some clarity. And then when you get back, don't waste your pain. Write down who you want to be. Use it. And grow from it and determine where you're going to be. I want you to initially, if you're in major pain and depression and anxiety, I want you to write some basic goals to get through this week. Just some week goals. This week, you're going to accomplish 1, 2, 3. And they don't have to be huge. Just goals to make you feel successful for the week, and write them down and cross them off when they're done. Then next week, make a little bit bigger goals. Maybe this week is just to get out of bed and get to the gym once. Next week, maybe you'll do it twice, whatever you think you can do. But start making commitments and making it happen, because anything is possible, but only when you believe it is, and only when you identify that it can be accomplished. And you do that by making small goals and taking action and making them happen. Back everything up with an action plan, because your pain is not your punishment. It's your invitation to grow. And your self-love will grow over time, and you'll trust yourself more. You can fix your life just by doing 10-minute tasks here and there and accomplishing them. I hope this helped, because to me, I think this is powerful. I think it's something that people need to grow into and learn from. I think you can do anything you put your mind to. I think you can grow into exactly what you want. And I think you can be the person that you love and always wanted to be. This is Diva Mia. I hope you have a wonderful week and it's extremely successful. Signing off. Take care.
Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment. We love hearing from you. Visit thedivadetails.com to connect. See you next week for more.
Diva Details podcast and website are intended solely for informational and entertainment purposes. The content provided does not constitute professional, medical, financial, or legal advice. We are not licensed medical practitioners, financial advisors, or legal professionals. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Any financial topics discussed are based on personal opinions and experience and should not be considered professional advice. The content provided does not constitute legal advice. Diva Details and its affiliate, contributor, and guests are not liable for any losses or damages arising from the use of our content. The opinions expressed in the podcast are solely those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated organization, sponsors, or partner. All facts discussed in the podcast are researched and accurate to the best of our knowledge at the time of recording. Information may change over time. No guarantees are made regarding the accuracy, completeness, or reliability of any statements or opinions presented. It is the responsibility of the listener to verify any and all facts that may influence their decision. This podcast is for information and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice.